All right, gentlemen. Welcome to my presser this week. Just got done watching Monday Night Football. Kind of a crappy game. I'm gonna record this one now because I'm gonna go home for Thanksgiving, and so we'll knock it out early. We'll start off by showing my finely crafted Boulevard wheat. First time this year I've had to show one of these on camera. I was really hoping to go the whole season without having to do this. But J.J. McCarthy did not do me any favors. Threw one ball to Jordan Addison that he did not catch. And because of that, I will be drinking this over the next 5 minutes. Let's just get to it. So, quarterbacks played like crap this week. It's supposed to be the strong point of my team, and I think they had a combined 15 points. Quite frankly, those two guys should be scoring 45 to 50 points a week. Luckily, it did not come back to bite me too bad for reasons that I will explain shortly. Reason number one, Arby's did pretty good. Josh Jacobs ruled out just before game time, but with some genius forethinking, foresight, having Emmanuel Sanders on the bench dropped me a nice 25. Can't complain. Breece Hall, I think, had 11, which is not too shabby. Could have had more if he didn't fumble at the goal line late in the game. But 36 out of the 2 RB spots, really can't complain about that. Wideouts this week. JSN had a 30 bomb, which is nice. About what I expect out of him. AJ Brown had a good week. He had a touchdown, some good catches. Should have had more points, but the Eagles' offense looked like crap in the second half, so hopefully he keeps that up. And then Zay Flowers had, I think, like 9.5, which is his standard. Ravens' offense looked like crap too. I'm hoping once Lamar turns it around, Zay can get some more points. But if his floor is an 8 to 10 guy, that's not too bad for a wide receiver 3. Then obviously my flex, which was Jordan Addison, played like shit. That's all I got to say on that one. Defense picked up the Falcons. They had 20 against New Orleans. Exact reason I got them. They're going to have a good matchup next week against the Jets too. Kicker picked up Cairo Santos because Dicker was on a bye. He got me, I think, 8, which was pretty solid. Really thought they were going to kick more field goals against Pittsburgh, but had a decent day overall. And then the Vikings punter, solid. He had 2 inside the 10. The Vikings are going to punt a lot. He's kind of a hedge for the Jordan Addison play. And Jordan Addison, again, didn't do anything. Looking forward, Hopefully Josh Jacobs comes back. Marvin Harrison Jr. should be coming back from appendectomy soon. He'll fill in nicely in that flex spot. Same thing with Omarion Hampton. Don't really have a clear date when he's going to come back, but it was supposed to be after the Week 12 Chargers bye, which was this week. So that'll give me a little bit of my depth back. Gainwell looked good. I don't know if I trust him yet. He really hasn't shown a whole lot when Warren's been healthy. So, I probably won't play him this week, but if he drops another good week, he gives me another flex option. Yeah, we'll talk outlook here in a sec. Jesse's locked up a playoff spot and a bye, I believe. Or it's going to take something crazy, I guess, to get him out of having a bye. And that second bye spot is going to come down to likely me or Mikey. I guess Owen could still get it too. Again, it would require some craziness. So really I'm playing for that bye. I think if Mikey loses one of his next two, it puts me in a good spot. I've got a tough matchup with Garvey next week. I want it to be known I've been a Garvey truther for most of the season now. I think he's locked into the loser playoffs, but he'll win that first week. So it'll be a tough matchup next week. And then last week of the year, I've got Ryan. Ryan's team's kind of in a slump. I think if I win one of the last two, ideally I win two of the last two, but if I win one, Owen plays Mikey the last week of the season. Could really kind of determine who gets that bye. On the flip end, the kind of last loser playoff spot is going to come down to Lowe and Ryan and Jackson. Lowe plays Mikey next week, gonna be a tough matchup for him, and then he gets, I think, Jackson the last week, so that matchup could determine a lot in terms of playoff stuff. Obviously I play Ryan. Be interesting to see how that kind of turns out. Yeah, gonna be an interesting last week of the season, I think. There was a lot more beer in that can than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so team played pretty good this week. Could be better. Will be an interesting next 2 weeks to determine playoff seeding. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a good Thanksgiving. I will catch you next week.